Sir, what's going on, y'all? Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. I'm here with the youngest trainer in the sport of boxing, Jay Santos, his dad, Bob Santos. They're doing big things in the sport of boxing. And if you haven't heard of them yet, where have y'all been? They've been, you know, big moments in the sport of boxing, in such a short time. And, his dad doing big things always for years and years. And they just coming off a big fight this past weekend against Hector Luis Garcia and Tank Davis. And tell me about it, bro. Tell my subscribers everything about y'all and what everything you want to say.
So yeah, I mean, my family's been around the sport of boxing for a very long time. My cousin actually fought in the 1956 Olympics. So we've been around the sport for a very long time. But just recently, yeah, we're starting to get some shine for sure. My pops is he's kind of gotten his name out into superstardom now with all the world champions and everything that he's been kind of creating. So it's a blessing. The fight this last weekend, it was a great fight. It was I think they said 5 million at the gate, over 5 million at the gate.
Yep.
So it was a great fight. Um, I feel like that that stoppage in the middle of the fight where Meek Mill kind of got into it with somebody out in the crowd, I felt like that changed the momentum of the fight. But
Yeah,
with that being said, most importantly, Hector's all right. So
that's good, bro. Get bring it all the way back to the beginning. What made you wanna, get into the family stuff and work on training? Were you ever pro boxer, stuff like that, or amateur?
I had amateur fights, yeah, but it didn't last too long. Boxing's not for everybody. But I got into boxing after high school because I had done construction and construction wasn't it. I did construction for about 6 months out here in Vegas and out here in the Vegas heat. That wasn't fun. So I started working with my pops. Well, I was actually working with my pops that whole time while I was doing construction, but I started to get more and more into it. And my pops started giving me bigger and bigger roles. And that's kind of how that took off.
Damn, that's dope, bro. And what year was
Yeah.
that you were like you got
That
it?
was, well, I graduated 2020. So we moved out here pretty much right after I graduated. I think it was 2021 or 20. No, it's still 2020. Yeah. 2020. So I've been doing this for about 2 years now. My pop's been doing it for about 40. And like I said, this has been in the family for a long, long time since 1956.
Damn, that's wild, bro. And
Yeah.
out of all the moments that you've had so far, being in the corner, being the cut man, what's one moment that, always stick with you?
To be honest, this last fight,
Yeah?
I've had a couple crazy fights. I've had a couple crazy cuts that I've had to work on. Um, but the most memorable for sure was going to be this last night or this last fight. Um, it was surreal. It was insane. It was a packed out arena, 20,000 people, pay-per-view event, Showtime. It doesn't get bigger than that in boxing. You can't really go higher than that. Facing a pound for pound, top pound for pound ranked guy, it doesn't get any bigger than that. So that's definitely I would say my most memorable fight would be this most recent one.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, I bet it was exciting.
Yeah, it
Just,
was.
being the whole Showtime all access to having that filmed at the gym and to going over there, to DC and watching everything unfold. How was the preparation, compared to like last fight to this fight?
So in terms of what we try to do, it was the as far as the preparation, it was the same, but a little bit different because now he's doing a bunch of interviews, he's doing tours, he's flying over here to do this press conference and this, and it's a big event, so it's a lot more pressure, a lot more things that need to get done. But as far as the preparation, we try to keep it the same.
Damn. Yeah, because watching your dad in the all access, saying that, we're not overlooking anybody and fighter of the year, candidate, with Hector. And where do you see him go? Where do you see him go from here? What do you see that's next?
He still has his title at 130, so he'll go back down to 130, and we'll figure out who he's gonna face next. But like I said, he still has his belt at 130, so it's not I mean, you lost to a dude 28 no 26 knockouts,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
pound for pound top dude. Tank is not no slouch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
People don't want to give him his props. That's fine. I mean, his resume speaks for itself.
yeah. That's
People like even my father said, you look at the common opponent that Devin and Tank had. Devin with the distance, Tank got him out.
yep,
Tank is he's at where he's at for a reason. He's selling the way he's selling for a reason.
yep, for
So
real.
it's no hard thing on Hector that he lost to a top dude like that. He'll go back to 130. He's still a top dude. He's still gonna defend his title and he'll make it happen at 130. Go
Amen.
from there.
Amen. Kind of go into, the Chris Cover fight, to how dominant the performance that was. And talk about that fight. That fight was epic.
That fight was crazy. He had actually just flown in from the Dominican, and my pops was like, pops, we'll get him some good food. He don't got no fight yet. He don't got no date. Get him some good food. He let him chill. Whatever this and that. And then that next day, after he had flown in, my pops ended up getting the call. We got a fight for you, 2-week notice. And I was like, oh, well, who is it? Chris Colbert. Well, fuck. So then my pops, we had a talk with Hector and everything, and Hector was like, no, I want this fight. I want this fight. I've been in this sport for a long time. I haven't got no opportunities. This is
Yep.
the first real opportunity that I've gotten. I'm gonna jump at it. 2-week notice or not, I don't care. I'm ready. So that's kind of how that unfolded, and then that fight. I mean, you seen what he did. He just dominated.
That
He
was a
dominated 10 out of 12, 11 out of 12 rounds against a dude who had only lost 4 rounds prior in his entire career.
yep.
So that was a crazy performance.
Yeah, to say the least, man. It was insane. And talk about, you know, what happened in the corner. Me and my brother-in-law were watching the fight. He's a big Tank fan. I've been following Tank for his entire career, since he was with Mayweather Promotions and now he's on his own. But
Right.
talk about Hector, with his with the eye situation. What if you can get into details, was that like um what caused that to happen?
Well, as you can see during the fight, and it's funny because a lot of the social media outlets and this and that, they didn't post that clip of him where he actually got hurt, and it's because the punch where you could see it was behind his ear, is behind his head a little bit. So right when he got hit with that, his vision kind of went in his right eye. He couldn't see. So obviously he finished out that round. It was like about 10 seconds left or whatever it was. And then the bell rang, and you could see in the footage, he tries to walk back to Tank's corner because he didn't know really where he was at.
Mhm.
Punches behind the head, they do damage like no. I mean, Tank can crack regardless. That's no here no there. But when you get hit behind the head, it does a little bit different damage. You know what I'm saying? That he had taken Tank's best punches to the chin and off the top of the head and this and that. But right when he got hit right here, you could tell he had a different reaction.
Yeah.
And so he got back to the corner, and you could tell he didn't really know where he was at. So my father thought it would be best, why put him out there and send him out there to get killed. He doesn't really know where he's at. He can't really see. So we felt that was the best decision to make.
Yeah, I was so because it was on the pay-per-view, it was showing like the last round. It was showing a little bit of the last round and showing the hits. And I didn't see that hit. I guess I go back and watch that part. But
Exactly.
I was rewatching the fight and I was rethinking about it and I was like, when did he get hit? Where did he get hit at that, dazed him and messed up his vision? And
Right. They weren't posting it, and that was the shot that obviously hurt him the most. But
that was
here's
wild.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing, I was like, oh shit. I was like, Hector's gonna give a good shot, give him a good challenge, and I want to see this, Tank get tested. And
And you seen through the first 7 rounds, he was doing just that.
yeah, and I was like, dude, I was telling my brother-in-law, I was like, dude, like this guy ain't no pushover, bro. Like, this guy fought this guy fought this guy, like, and he's having a great start of his past couple of years, this past year and a half, he's doing something. And you gotta watch him, he's standing straight up and he's handling Tank right now. And but when he got back to the corner, I was like, oh shit, because I was right. I was trying to hear what they were saying, what your dad was telling them. And I was like, damn, dude, hopefully they're not gonna call it because he didn't look right in his face.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's when they weren't showing the corners at that time. You just heard the bell ring, and I was like, what the hell happened? And then they were like, no, it's over, it's over. I was like, what?
Yeah. A lot of people were confused.
Yeah, and then the whole incident in the crowd, right
Yeah.
before the
That like I said earlier, I felt like that kind of changed the momentum of the fight. It was I felt like Hector was honestly, he was starting to catch a rhythm, and then it was kind of funky how everything was normal, and then Tank kind of just started looking over the crowd and got the ref to be like, hey, like stop the fight basically, because I've been to many fights. I've worked many corners. I've seen plenty of dudes fighting in the crowd all the time. All the time fights break out in the crowd, but I've never ever seen the actual fight in the ring stop because of a fight in the crowd. Never seen that happen before.
me
And not
neither.
only that, I don't even think that punches were being thrown or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it was just a verbal altercation. So I don't know. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
For real, for real. Same here. I was kind of like lost for words here. I was like, what's going on here, man? Like, get back to the
And
fight.
it was like 3 minutes too. I'm like, okay, maybe 30 seconds, but come on now. It's been 2, 3 minutes now. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, I was like, this is the championship fight. Like, what are they doing? I was standing near the TV and like I don't see nothing. I just see them
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was crazy.
pushing each other.
It
But
was
man,
crazy.
it's wild. Talk about, what's three things in your life right now that you're most proud of.
3 things. Woof. Put me on the spot. Uh right now I would say one is the work that I'm putting in, because I know that that's going to translate regardless. So I would say one is the work that I'm putting in. Two is, I would say, the relationships that I get with these fighters, because a lot of these, I mean, it is a business 100%. When it comes down to it, it's a business. But a lot of these fighters get treated like it's a business, and I feel like that's not right. But I would say two is the relationships that I have with these fighters, and then three, my father. I'll say my father. Everything that he's been able to accomplish the last couple of years, because like I said, he's been in the sport a long time,
Yeah,
and he's paid his dues. Uh, he's sacrificed his fair share for sure. So I'm definitely proud of him, and the fact that he's never really tried to be in the spotlight, but now it's unavoidable. It's on him, and I'm happy for him.
facts, bro. That's a blessing, bro. And to see how far your dad's come, see how far you've come, within under 2 years, it's it's exciting to see, bro, because I've seen y'all around. Um, and I've seen some of y'all's, being in the corners of some of the fighters, and um, It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because I'm growing in this sport right now with interviewing these athletes, interviewing people from all over the world, all walks of life, and to seeing the other side, bro, and they're working hard too, bro, and it makes me motivated too. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
makes me motivated too. And out of all your fighters y'all have and y'all working with, you know, list them and let my subscribers know, so they can look out for y'all.
No doubt. We got a whole lot. But wow, where do I even start? Well, right here in the house with me, got Perot. Daniel. Saludo. Saludo.
How's it?
uh my boy heavyweight Denier, and he's fighting this weekend. His brother Lanier Perot is a top 10 heavyweight WBA ranked heavyweight. Um so both of the Perot brothers, we got another set of brothers, the twins, Angel and Chavez Barrientos. We got David Morrell, we got Eris Landy Lara, we got Mario Barrios, we got a real solid Cuban coming up. 2-0, 2 knockouts, but you'll be hearing about him real soon. Kevin Brown. Um, Man, we got a handful of fighters: Carlos Adames, Hector Garcia, Alberto Puello, Victor Santillan, Eric Rosa, another world champion, um, Thomas Delorme, um, Demler Zamora. There's a lot of guys that I can name.
And y'all just recently won a WBC title too, huh?
Yep, that was with Carlos Adames.
Man, that is wild, bro. And then, you know,
Yes, sir.
and then working with Mario Barrios, he's the thing over here, bro. Like he's kind of quiet right now, but he was the one to put San Antonio on the map too, and
He'll
um
be making noise again real soon. Believe that.
yeah,
He'll be making noise again real soon.
I'm just kind of like he's kind of like waiting right now, and I think he's giving the shots to the shine to you know his brothers, kind of thing, to Josh, Franco, and Bam.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see where these Texas fighters are at in San Antonio too. San Antonio's on the map now, and I look forward to it, bro. I look forward to all this boxing that's coming this year. And where do you see these upcoming fights going, bro? Do you see like Earl Spence and a Terrence Crawford fight happening?
Well, I think they just announced that Arrow's moving up, right, to fight uh or I don't know if I seen that correctly, but I think they said he's moving up and he's fighting Keith Thurman.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
that's that T Bud and Spence fight's most likely not gonna happen. I don't know. Who knows?
yeah,
They speculate all the time, but who knows?
for real. And then you got this big fight coming up in March. No date set yet for Team Benavidez, David Benavidez with versus Caleb Plant. How do you see that fight going?
Uh, that's gonna be a really, really, really good fight. A really interesting, entertaining fight. But to be honest, and I like Caleb a lot. He's a good dude. I really like him a lot. But I think David stops him.
Damn, do you call a round or just a stop?
I think he'll end up breaking him down in the later rounds, maybe 10th, 9th, 10th, somewhere around there, 11th.
Yeah, because it's kind of exciting, bro, because I love Caleb Plant, just seeing the way he performs, these past couple of years, and then when he
And even though his last performance, shit was
that was
amazing.
great. That was a great performance. And he proved a point, he was here to stay. And coming off of that that loss against Canelo Alvarez, then David Benavidez to finally get his shot to
Losses like that is like you can't take it to heart too much. A loss to a Canelo, a loss to a Tank, like people get it in their head that Floyd mentality. You have to be undefeated. You have to be undefeated, and it's like Floyd did it, and that's great. But don't hate on these dudes for taking big risks like that. Maybe coming up short, they still got their career ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? They don't. got one loss on their resume. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, kind of makes them learn from that, you know,
Exactly.
where they bounce at. And shoot, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for the sport of boxing. I'm excited for, 2023 of boxing and just seeing how far y'all come too, bro. And maybe next time, I could, you and your dad could hop on the Zoom call. That would be dope. And
Yeah, for sure.
much respect to you and your family, bro. And if you can build one fighter with like five different categories, from the past and present, who would that be?
Oh, uh, that's a tough question. Um, that's a real tough question. Any weight class, any category, anything.
Yeah, from the past and present. It doesn't matter what weight.
Sheesh. You give me Mike Tyson's power, Floyd's defense. You give me you give me Oscar's combination punching and hand speed. That's what, three?
Yeah,
You give me Laura's length and IQ. Bro, he's underrated how good that motherfucker is, bro.
he
And
is.
that fight against Canelo, people need to rewatch it because I don't know that Canelo won that one.
Yeah,
But that's four. And then um, lastly, you give me the heart of Corrales, and that'll make a fighter that'll never lose.
that's a beast, bro. That is a beast for real.
Yeah,
Damn. That made it gave me excitement, bro. To see something like that, that would be insane. Because he
that
had
would
a
be insane.
he had heart. And if you want to add anything else in, if you want to plug anything else in, like social media wise, and where they can follow you at, and any info.
Well, yeah, all my social media across everything is J, just the letter J, Santos Boxing BXN, J Santos Boxing.
Amen, bro. And this upcoming fight, you said y'all have an upcoming fight this weekend. Y'all were talking about.
Yeah, my heavyweight right here.
What's up, man?
What's up? Danier, he's a Olympian, Cuban heavyweight, 22, 23 years old from Cuba, and yeah, he's fighting this weekend. He just had his debut not too long ago, maybe a month or two ago. So he's 1-0, one knockout, looking to go 2-0, two knockouts.
Excellent. Where will that fight be taking place at?
That's gonna be in Denver, just a local show.
Local show? Easy, bro. That's dope. And is it gonna be like a live stream or
It should be live streamed, but I'm not sure where it would be live streamed at.
okay. For sure, bro. And sure, I appreciate y'all again. Thank y'all for coming on the channel. You two and your family, the Santos name. And it's this big thing, bro, big time for me, bro. And it's exciting. And y'all go follow his links. His links will be in the description down below. Go follow all, their stable of fighters. They got fighters for days, like y'all heard him say. And it's exciting, bro. I appreciate you again. It's been Jay Santos, Carlito, one love. We out.
Appreciate you.